Hey, you. It's going crazy here. I left my phone running in my pocket and I've killed my battery. I've got like a few percentage points. This is probably not going to last very long. So I'm really sorry for that. But it's gone unbelievable today. The Muslims have gotten involved. It's just insane. They are arguing up an absolute freaking storm here. We got a few like Muslim dudes that we've converted. And they turn this into like, whoa, man. It's going mad. They're speaking too much in the Islamic tongue. I don't quite know what they're saying, to be honest. But I'm just going flat earth. It's all good. It's all good. I've been talking to quite a few people, and I promised myself not to kind of get all heated and what have you, but I can't help myself, man. I just get like a little annoyed with the belligerent kind of fucking trying to like teach me my old science again. Like, fuck, man, come on. I'm smarter than that. Please, look in my eyes. I'm just asking you to look at the Suez Canal, man. 100 miles in flat. Put 10 of them back to back. What do you got? Where's your curve? And you ask them for the formula. Oh, I'm not a mathematician. Oh, I'm only a this. Oh, I'm only a fucking that. Look into the formula, friends. What is the curvature formula? Oh, no, it's not that curvature formula you're using. It's a different curvature formula. Oh, it's insane, man. This is really exciting. Really exciting. I look forward to having more friends here in the not too distant. I think the Muslims involved in the conversation is fantastic. We have to really find a way to engage with that community because, shit, man, they might get it quicker than others. You know, they've been disenfranchised, I guess. Maybe they'll see it. I don't know. But they have to be in the story. Of course they have to be in the story because we are all one. You know, and I've been trying to bring that message to folks here. Broke my water bottle earlier, which is fucking bollocks. So I got no water. It's the problem with glass bottles there. Anyway, so much love, and you know, let me see if I can get a few people in here before my battery kills, and have a quick chat with one or two. Let's jump over the fence quick. Sorry about that. Oh, you're still here?
Oh yeah.
Hello guys. Oh, Sanjay. This is my YouTube channel, Trinity4. And we're live right now.
How's it going?
I met Sanjay a few weeks ago. He's a very smart man, a doctor, a medical doctor, and he has got some questions, but still giving me a hard time. Are you his son?
What?
Are you his son? Okay. Because this guy's been giving me grief. Fucking 18-year-old. I can't believe it. You guys are so tall already.
He's very tall. I drank a lot of milk as a kid. I'm not even kidding. My mom used to make me drink 4 glasses of milk a day.
But it turns out that milk isn't actually all that good for us, you know. Apparently it causes
I stopped drinking milk once
Maybe that's why we're growing so tall. Maybe, I don't know.
Whatever works.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, I got tall and I'm happy with it.
I think hemp milk is quite good. There's other milks that are quite worthwhile doing.
But you don't have to hassle cows.
Hassle cows
because
and also
farming and so I disagree.
That too, yeah. We're not fans of that. But I'm having to move slowly out of the system, you know, because I used to, like all of us, shop at Tesco's or wherever, the supermarket, you know.
No, but being from South Africa, you would have been a big meat eater and so on.
Yeah, sure.
Biltong.
Yeah. Big part of our diet, and I'm having to wean myself off that.
It's not easy. I'm from Australia. It's not easy.
Yeah. No, that's a big thing. But you know, I'm just feeling my way through that, and I only started waking up a few years ago, so. It's a journey for me. I'm much healthier now than I was. Thank you. But that's about, you know, the water I drink and various things I do for my health. I talk about it on my channel. I talk about
this guy's a troll. He's a troll.
Okay.
I have a question though.
If it works, it's fine.
Yeah. And I think that we could be living a lot longer. I hypothesize that this 80 and 90 years that we live now is actually a fraction of what we should be living. And I would argue that most people who get to live to 80 and 90 do so on a handful of pills a day.
Have you heard about the death gene?
The death gene?
Yeah.
No.
They identified a gene in mouse that actually slowly starts to erode your organs after you completely become effectively useless to the breeding population.
Okay.
So they've been able to reverse it and almost triple the lifespan of mice. So now trying to find a similar gene in humans and see if they can use like Cas9 editing to reverse it.
Well, I've got another theory that we actually all have like a vial of life essence, almost like a player in a game. And the way that you live your game, play your game, you nurture or exploit your vial will determine very much how long you live and how fast you age and the conditions you have. And I think that there are techniques for us to, like some of the bends we do in prayer and so on. I think those are very important bends, touching the earth, being grounding yourself and sun gazing and natural things that you can do to sort of recharge your energy. Because I think we live in an ether. I believe in the ether, or I think that the ether is a real force, and it's one that that's why if you have an outdoors lifestyle, you are healthier generally. You'll know this. If you're catching more sun and so on, those people tend to be healthier. If they're working with the plants and so on, they're grounding themselves, they're healthier people. They live typically longer. But in modern society, we're being denatured. We're being taken away from that so much that I think that this is what's causing so much dis-ease in our society today.
What do you think is like the societal force that causes that? Is there a force behind society, or do you think it's rather, because in my belief is the impetus of capitalism has allowed us to stop being knowledgeable about the way we conduct ourselves and instead acting like what is more profitable towards corporations, and then corporations find it easier to engage in exploitative actions that we don't then correct by taking away business or by changing our voting styles, right? By not engaging the system, we then allow the system to propagate rather than some societal propagation or some societal force.
Well, I think they like to offer us the dialectic. They like to offer you the choice, the Diet Coke, the Pepsi or the Coke. So you think, I don't like Coke, what they're doing, I'll go to Pepsi. But you're buying their soft drink anyway, So I think that's the same with politics, is that they try and create a situation where, say, black people thought that voting for Obama was going to make a huge amount of difference to their story, And again, that's or Theresa May coming in, a woman's going to make a difference. We're going to be softer all of a sudden on the wars that we're involved in.
I think that's the wrong analysis, though. I don't think it was that Obama was going to change the condition of black Americans. I think that Obama gave voice to people who didn't believe that they could become president because of the color of their skin. For example, the debate topic for this upcoming year for middle schoolers is whether or not we should decrease border security or increase border security, right? And I was telling them that we shouldn't refer to people as illegals because it then creates this ideology in yourself that you do not deserve to exist in the place that you are, right? And of course I was telling people that, but I wasn't sure. Then my visa ran out, and for the week before I came to London, I actually was an illegal in the United States. And somehow, in 1 week's period, I went from completely secure in my position to questioning my ability to do the actions I was doing just because of the status of myself, because my friends as a joke called me illegal. Now, had they called me undocumented, that's a different system. So I think you're asking for something more than someone can give.
Yeah, for me, the entire edifice of government and borders and controls and so on are what they've been able to get away with by making us feel like we need to be subjected or under their subject or under their rule. And most people nowadays accept the rule of government. They accept the rule of government because we need government to protect us from bad people, bad countries, bad things coming in from outer space. That's why we have government. And what if I was the government and I had to create everything. I had to create the problem so that there would be a reaction by the people who would say, hey, please protect me. Like if I was into security, right, and I caused a crime